Dear students, today I am going to teach you the very simple topic which we have already heard, that is surds. Okay, while teaching irrational number, I already discussed about surds. Okay, so we have the very small topic of surds here in your book in page number 19, exercise 1D. Okay, page number 19, exercise 1D. You have the small chapter of surds. Okay, so we will directly come to the topic surds. Okay, surds. You have come across the word surds. You know what is surds. Surds is an irrational number. Okay, like this type of number, like you see root 3, root 7, root 11, root 6, 2 root 5, 7 root 5, okay, 3 root 3, root 15, root 30. So these etc. These type of numbers are known as surds. Okay, you always remember, like, but you see root 4 is not a surds, is not a surd, because the number which is given, the number which is under the root, okay, that number is a perfect square number, means you can find out the square root of 4, but you cannot find out the square root of 3, you cannot find out the square root of 7, you cannot find out the square root of 11. This type of numbers, okay, non-perfect square number. Okay, if non-perfect square number are found or given with root, such numbers are known as surds. Okay, non-perfect square number or non-perfect cubic number. Okay, so this type of numbers, like non-perfect cubic number, like you see here, if I write here, okay, cube root 8, cube root, this is how to read cube root. Okay, like it is square root, we say, means square 2. If there is 2, then we say square root. If there is 3, we say cube root. If there is 4, we say fourth root. Okay, so, but if the square root, in under the square root, if there will be non-perfect square number, or under the cube root, if there will be non-perfect cubic number, then such surds, such numbers are, such forms of numbers are known as surds. Okay, so today our point is to discuss about the surds only. Okay, you may have the problems, you may have the simple operations of surds, how to operate the surds. Okay, like in surds, I have just written some surds here. Okay, there are especially two types of surds. Okay, one is called pure surds, another is called impure. Okay, pure surds is also known as simple surds. Simple. Impure is also known as compound surds. Okay, or you can say impure is also known as compound. So what pure surds means? The surds which have no coefficient, like you see here, root 5, root 3, root 11, root 17, etc. You see, in these surds there is no coefficient except 1. Okay, there is no coefficient except 1. So these surds are known as pure surds, that is simple surds. Okay, and impure means the surds which have the coefficient. You see here, these all are the surds, they have coefficients. Such surds are known as impure surds or compound surds, means like whole number and surds are mixed, that's why it is called compound. Okay, so now we will have to understand that whenever we have to operate this any problem of surds, you always remember that surds must be in the impure form. Okay, if the surds are given in pure form, okay, the some surds some pure form of surds can be converted into impure form of surds. Then how can you understand which pure form of surds can be converted into impure form of surds? Very simple. If you get, okay, like if I write here root 8, if you see at a first glance, you can say that it is an impure surds. Oh, sorry, it is a pure surds. Okay, you will, at a glance you can say it is a pure surds, but it can be converted into impure. But you see a root 5, it is also, at a glance you can say it is a pure surds, but this cannot be converted into impure surds. How can we understand? You just see here, if you factorize the number, okay, while factorizing the number, if you get pair of factors, okay, of, like, if you factorize it, while factorizing it you are getting pair of factors, okay. If you are getting pair of factors, means that can be converted into impure form. If you will not get the pair of factors, like root 30, see here, 2, 3, 5, this can also be factorized, okay. Okay, the number must be factorized, 5 cannot be factorized, you always remember, okay. 5 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. If there is prime number, you can easily understand it is a pure form, it cannot be converted into impure form. Got my point? Yes. If you will get some coefficient, means it will be impure form, but if there is no any coefficient, if there is only root 5, then you can understand that it is a pure form of surds, okay. It cannot be converted into impure form of surds, okay, because 5 is a prime number. If there is prime number, no need to try, okay. But if there is composite number, you need to try to convert them into impure form. So while, how will you understand? Yes, it is also composite number, it is also composite number. Then you just factorize both the number, okay. You have to once try in the rough, that you have to try to factorize them. While factorizing, if you see the pair of factors, if you find pair of factors in factorization, then you will understand that that can be converted into impure form. Like this, you see here, pair will be out of the root, it has no pair, so it will remain under the root, like this. Like it has got the pair, okay. Now, so pair will be out, unpair will be under the root. You see here, is there any pair? No pair, so nothing will be out, so it will remain root 30 only. So no need to try to convert root 30 into impure form. You always remember to operate any sort of problem of surds, okay. First of all, whatever question you will have, first of all you see all the given surds are in the impure form or not. If they are in pure form, you try to convert into impure form. If they can, if those pure forms cannot be converted into impure, then okay, with pure form only you can operate, okay, you can go with pure form only. But if pure forms are given and those pure form can be converted into impure, and if you do not convert them into impure and start solving, then you may have the problem in some steps. Got my point? So I will discuss more about the same topic, okay. Now you always, this is the category of, means types of surds, okay. And now we have to understand two more type of surds, that is like surds and unlike surds. Like surds, unlike surds, okay. Again, the all type of surds, both pure, impure, both type of surds are further converted into two more types, that is like surds and unlike surds. Like and unlike surds, okay. What do you mean by like? Very simple. You see here, if the number which is given under root number, okay, not the coefficient, okay, the number which is under the root, okay, if the number are same, under root numbers are same, means these surds will be like surds, okay. Unlike surds means, like you see 2 root 3, okay, 2 root 5, 7 root 7, 2 root 11, you see here. coefficient may be same. Okay, you don't have to bother about the coefficients. You don't have to look the coefficient also. Okay, you don't have to see the coefficient. You have to see the number which is under the root. If the number under the roots are same, then they are like surds. If they are different, they are unlike. Very simple. Root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11, all root numbers are different. So these are unlike surds. Okay. And very important concept which I am going to give you is that whenever you do the very important operations which we do in mathematics, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, you always remember that like surds can be added, can be subtracted. Okay, unlike surds, neither can be added nor can be subtracted. Got my point? Like surds, like in algebra, like terms can be added, unlike terms cannot be added. Like terms can be subtracted, unlike terms cannot be subtracted. You have studied in algebra. In the same way, unlike surds cannot be added, like unlike terms in algebra, unlike terms cannot be added, cannot be subtracted. Likewise, unlike surds also cannot be added, cannot be subtracted. So this concept you always keep in mind. But addition and multiplication and division can be possible in both the surds. Like between two like surds, addition, multiplication, division can be possible. Between two unlike surds also, multiplication, division can be possible. And between like and unlike also, multiplication and division can be possible. But addition, subtraction, you have to be very, very careful. Addition, subtraction cannot be possible between unlike surds. Addition, subtraction can be possible between like surds. Okay. Now I will just elaborate this topic by giving some more concept. One more concept is there that I will clear. After that, I will elaborate this topic by giving some concept. Okay, with some example.